Start another IV. Rudy, get those people out of there.
Bring me that charge.
Push him in here.
No, I haven't.
Cut off his shirt.
Oh, cut it.
God's name is it.
Tarzan? Tarzan? Tarzan, what are you doing? You are not supposed to be in here. That's not very nice, Tarzan. Now, come on. Come here. Come here. Now, don't be such a naughty boy. Come on. Terror.
You always did have a way with the primates, Marissa.
Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on your little buddy. He's been terrorizing me.
Come here, boy. Oh, you're just trying to have a good time, aren't you, Tarzan? He's a regular party animal.
Speaking of parties, have you decided whether or not you're gonna come to Ralph's tonight?
No, I'm not coming by. I'm too busy. Besides that, I don't want to hang out with your boyfriend and his stuffed shirt friend.
Dr. Blumenthal.
Dr. Dubček.
Ted, would you take the animal away? Dr. Holloway and I need to speak to Dr. Blumenthal. Marissa, how long you been with us here at the CDC?
About 3 months.
It's time you got your feet wet in the field. A clinic in Los Angeles called us about an hour ago. They have one case of something that they can't diagnose with alarming symptoms. We would like you to go out there and help us make the diagnosis.
You want me to go?
Now, normally I'd send Dr. Holloway, but
I'm all tied up.
I think you're ready. I have faith in you.
Well, thank you. So when do I leave?
Tonight. Oh, one more thing. You will need access to the Viral Maximum Security Lab now that you're a field investigator. Dr. Holloway has your entry card.
I'm still head of this department, so don't mess this up.
Of course not, Dr. Holloway.
Congratulations. You made it.
Wow.
Come on, I'll show you the Max Lab.
What's that?
That's negative air pressure. That way, if a leak develops, the air goes into the Max Lab instead of out. Okay, strip.
Yeah, right.
Marissa, that lab contains some of the most virulent viruses on the planet. Nothing goes in and nothing comes out, including our clothes.
Come on.
I'm serious.
All right. Turn around.
I've seen you naked.
That was a long time ago.
Ouch.
Are you sure this is necessary?
Absolutely not. I made it up so I could see your butt.
You are a jerk.
I admit it. Okay, you got 2 minutes air in the suit. So when we get inside, I'll show you how to hook up to the air hose.
There's no air in the lab?
Yeah, but you don't want to breathe it. I mean, it could be contaminated. Or maybe not. And make sure you don't have anything sharp in your pockets. You could rip the suit.
Thanks.
Well, this is it. Come on, I'll hook you up to the air hose. Hey, Carl. Hey, Dad. What are you up to? Take a look at this. Got it. Ah, Machupo virus. Enough virus particles in here to kill every human being on the planet. You want to hold it?
No.
Thanks. Come on, let's unhook. I'll show you the freezer. Right over here. This is where we keep the bad boys. Virus storage. Go ahead and hook up. We've got encephalitis viruses, we've got Muerta Canyon, we got Lassa, we got Marburg, and we got Ebola. They've got over 500 deadly viruses here.
And a kitchen freezer? It's great security.
Government issue. Marissa, no, wait, don't leave it on. Come over here. Don't move.
What? Oh.
Phenolic disinfectant. Now you know what a toilet bowl feels like.
Nice. Hey, Keith, where are my keys? Oh. Come in, it's open!
Hello?
Dad?
Yes, it's me. I smell perfume.
What are you doing here?
I figured you'd need a ride to the airport.
Oh, my little buddy to the rescue. Well, I'm glad you changed your mind about the party. It's going to be fun. Sit down. I'll be ready in 1 moment.
No, I'll just take these bags out to the car and suffer silently.
There are going to be brilliant people there. You might learn something.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you go ahead on in, I'll get the bags.
Okay. Hi.
Captain there?
Marissa.
Good evening.
congratulations on your first case.
Thank you. I'm off to Los Angeles on the 11 o'clock plane.
11 o'clock. I don't think I can leave the party in time to take you to the airport.
I'll take her.
Yeah, I figured as much, so I asked Tad if he'd take me. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. Welcome, Tad.
Thank you, Ralph.
Come on in. You should put those bags up in my bedroom.
I got it.
Dan. Ralph, how are
Marissa, why did you tell me I was invited? The man obviously didn't know I was coming. Which way's the bedroom?
Straight ahead. It's okay. He likes you.
Oh, really? He likes me, huh? Well, if that welcome had been any colder.
Just because you and I used to date does not make Ralph hate you.
So, this should be the place where you guys, sack out, huh?
No. No, we never use the bed. It's too conventional.
Fine. I'm going downstairs.
If I have 12, that way I don't spread myself too thin. No thanks. Ah, Marissa. You look terrific.
Thank you.
Marissa Blumenthal, I'd like to meet Dr. Pearson.
How do you do?
From Chicago. And this is Dr. Kelly, Dr. Kaplan, this is Dr. Marissa
Pleasure.
Blumenthal.
How do you do?
Dr. Green.
Jack.
Dr. Jack Playman. This is my good friend, Dr. Marissa Blumenthal.
You're with the CDC, aren't you?
Yes, and you're with the new HMO clinic, the Mapleton Clinic.
Absolutely not. HMOs are the destruction of the finest medical system ever. I have nothing to do with them. I advise you to do the same.
Jack, don't be afraid to tell her what you really think.
HMO management has no idea about quality medicine. They believe in marketing medicine like you'd sell used cars.
Well, they do provide full-service medical care for a lot of people who wouldn't have any otherwise, don't they?
That's just a clever way of rationing medicine.
Well, I'm sorry, but I happen to disagree
No.
with that.
I'm sorry, please. I get worked up about this. I'll make a graceful retreat now and pretend to get another drink. Ralph.
Have a couple, Jack.
Oops. He's one of your partners, isn't he?
Oops.
Everyone who's anyone in Atlanta's medical establishment seems to be here.
Medical establishment? That sounds a little stuffy.
Well, you are rather stuffy, Doctor.
Oh, thanks a lot.
But I like it.
Do you like me?
I like you, but soon I must leave you. I must traverse the country in defense of life as we know it.
Do you love me?
Not yet. Maybe soon.
She's going to L.A. on a case.
Yes, I know.
3 months at the CDC, and she gets a case.
It happens sometimes, I guess.
Not since I've been here. But then I'm not quite as well connected, if you get my drift.
Ralph, Marissa, see everybody's here. Sorry I'm late.
Dubček loves hobnobbing with the medical establishment of Atlanta, and Marissa just happens to be sleeping with it.
You're jealous, Holloway.
I were going to L.A. with you.
Aw. Can you get this for me? I can't reach it. Thanks.
You know, it's a good thing you didn't practice pediatrics. There'd be all these little boys having wet dreams all over Philadelphia.
Manhattan. Excuse me, could you tell me where to find Dr. Newman, the Chief of Staff?
West Ward, room 5, down the hall.
First, I'd like to examine the patient.
Patients, I'm afraid we have 7 now.
7?
Yes, I'm afraid so. The first patient was actually the founder of this clinic, Dr. Roxford, an ophthalmologist.
This is an HMO?
Yes, started by Dr. Roxford 7 years ago. Very successful.
Dr. Oxford.
Oh, yes. It began 5 days ago with a severe headache, migraine intensity.
Yeah?
Lightheaded with general malaise. Then a skin rash came on, then a fever. The next day he began to vomit blood.
Newman?
Just a second. Would you get him on the phone?
All right. Are there other cases?
6, essentially the same as Dr. Roxford. Febrile illness characterized by prostration and multi-system involvement.
Are there any cases outside of the clinic?
No, only patients or employees of this clinic. Here we are.
All the infected patients are on this ward?
Yes.
With other patients?
Well, yes, but...
we have got to get these people into isolation immediately.
An entire ward for 7 patients?
Yes, we don't know how this is spreading. This could be airborne.
Fine, I'll have them moved right away.
Good. Good, let's get started. And where's the changing room?
Through the hallway. I'll be there in a minute. I hope you know what you're doing, young lady.
Doctor, may I speak with you for a moment?
I'm rather busy right now.
You're with the CDC.
Yes?
I was told you were coming. So is it true then?
Is what true?
Carl Ryder at KXRT. Is it true you have an outbreak of something in the hospital?
Mr. Ryder, this is a private ward.
Doctor, someone called my station scared to death. It's a mysterious epidemic. I think the people have a right to know.
Well, there is nothing for them to know as of yet, and if there is, we'll call you.
This is Carl Ryder of KXRT. I'm here at the Roxford Medical Group in Los Angeles, where we've just learned a mysterious, life-threatening disease is baffling the medical community. No one seems to have any idea what it is, where it came from, or how to stop it.
Influenza?
Not likely. Respiratory systems don't predominate, plus there are coagular signs. Serological testing has been negative for influenza on all 7.
Well, did the test results show anything unusual?
Except for the coagulation problem, everything's been negative. Blood, urine, sputum, stool, cerebrospinal cultures, all negative.
Typhoid?
Negative.
Malaria?
Negative.
So what? You think this thing's viral?
That's what we thought. Although leptospirosis is still a weak contender. Whatever it is, it's deadly. By the way, how long have you been with the CDC?
Not long. A stethoscope?
Right there.
Dr. Roxford, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Blumenthal from the CDC. I understand that you were in Kenya 6 weeks ago? And you were bitten by a monkey?
The monkey was in the lab here in the hospital. He's doing ocular herpes research.
Was it a healthy monkey?
Yes, it was.
Did you handle any animals while you were in Africa? What's this?
It's not associated. Poor Manny was mugged. A week before he got sick, they hit him in the head. Took his wallet and things.
Dr. Roxford, I'm going to need to examine you if you don't mind. Okay. Oh, my God. I'm worried this is viral hemorrhagic fever.
No, I don't think so. We thought of VHF2, but the incubation period is too long. He was in Africa for 5 weeks before he got sick. VHS comes on in 3 to 14 days.
Well, let's get these patients isolated. We need to get samples off to the CDC. We need a diagnosis. We don't know exactly what this virus is right now. And at the moment, it's extremely important there's no need to alarm anybody, okay? How long has it been since Dr. Roxford became comatose?
About an hour.
I called Dr. Duchek at the CDC. He's on his way here with a full team.
Well, it's about time. We can certainly use the help.
What's this?
We don't know. It's been there from the beginning.
I don't recall seeing this in any of the other patients.
No, so we don't think it's related.
Damn, what are we missing? And this looks like viral hemorrhagic fever, but it isn't.
What's left?
The monkey. We're gonna have to sacrifice it and get its organs off to Atlanta. Hi, little fella. How you feeling? You look pretty healthy. Yeah. Why'd you bite Dr. Roxford? Did he hurt you? Or are you just meaner than you look? Hey, look what I got for you. You want a banana? Come on, it's okay. You know, I got a monkey at home. His name's Tarzan. He's a little bit bigger than you. He's my friend. Here, come on. Go ahead, eat it. Go. You're hungry, huh? Yeah, me too. Tired. You know what, little guy? You finish that banana. I'll be back in a little while.
Good morning. How's your nap?
I'm sorry, I worked all through the night.
You must be exhausted. I've read all the charts and it looks viral. What do you think?
Yes, I'd agree.
You suspected the animal that bit Dr. Roxford. Why didn't you put it down and get the organs off to Atlanta?
You're right, Dr. Holloway. I'll take care of it right away.
We did it an hour ago.
Have you learned anything we should know about this disease since you've been here, Marissa?
Yes. All of the patients had direct contact with Dr. Roxford before he had symptoms.
Well, in that case, we better stop sleeping on the job because Dr. Roxford died 2 hours ago.
Dr. Dubček, I'm sorry.
All right, Dr. Dubček and I will handle it from here. I have another assignment for you.
What?
We're sending you to St. Louis. Something reported there. It's probably a false alarm. They heard about this one and they panicked. At least I hope that's all it is.
Okay, guys. I want to show you something. Now take a look out there. The media have gotten a hold of this. By tomorrow, it'll be national news. I need to put my most experienced team on this. Now, you go to St. Louis and put that fire out for me, will you?
Yes, sir.
A girl.
I had a girl.
I think this is her. Okay, guys, let's roll. Are you from the CDC?
Yes, I am.
And you just got back from the outbreak in Los Angeles, is that correct? Is this killer virus sweeping the country?
I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to comment.
Wait. 1 dead here in St. Louis and 2 dead in Los Angeles, and you can't comment?
2?
Yes, and a dozen more sick. What are we dealing with? Some new outbreak of a plague?
Of course not. Excuse me.
Never mind, here she is. Dr. Blumenthal?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, I'm Harold Williams, medical.
Oh, hi.
There, what a mess, huh?
I know.
Sorry we couldn't pick you up at the airport, but we lost our first patient just an hour ago.
And 2 dead in L.A.
Yeah.
No false alarm.
False alarm? This is hardly a false alarm, Doctor.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
Fine, let's go.
Yes, of course.
Where would you like to start?
The body of the initial patient.
I was monitoring him during his last few hours, and at the end he was bleeding and clotting at the same time. Bleeding from every orifice, disseminated intravascular coagulation. This is one virulent organism.
Did you know him?
Yes, Dr. Carl Kaprisky. He was senior on staff here. My good friend.
I'm sorry. That's a strange coincidence. The initial patient in Los Angeles was also the head of the clinic.
Look at this nummular eruption. There was one on the first patient in L.A., the same thing. What does this look like to you?
Look like? What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. It just has a sort of familiar pattern to it.
Is this what you're looking for?
No. I don't know. Just anything that'll give us a little something to go on.
You people don't have any idea what this is, do you?
Dr. Williams.
You don't know a damn thing, do you? Big deal. CDC marches in here with an investigator younger than my own daughter, pretending to know what you're talking about.
Doctor, this has nothing to do with my age. This case has absolutely nothing.
This case is a damn outbreak. From L.A. to St. Louis, and I want the damn first team of the CDC in here this afternoon.
I really don't
This
think that...
afternoon. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Ralph, it's me. I'm sorry to wake you.
What's wrong? Are you all right?
Yeah, physically I'm fine.
Are you in St. Louis?
How'd you know?
I heard. How's it going?
Great. So everybody knows that I was fired from Los Angeles.
You weren't fired.
Yeah, dismissed.
It's your first job in the field. Don't be so hard on yourself. How's it going in St. Louis?
Well, it seems to be the same thing as in Los Angeles. The chief of staff just demanded that I bring in the first team.
Did you call Dubček?
Yeah, he's on his way. Ralph, this is really scary. I mean, for all I know, I could have this thing.
Back up. Nobody knows what it is. Because the media has jumped all over it. The people in St. Louis are panicking, that's all. Wish you were here in bed with me.
Me too. But I'm not. I should get back to work.
Do you love me?
Not yet. But maybe soon.
Well, I can wait.
Okay. Good night.
Just gotten reports from our labs in Atlanta. They are 99% certain it's Ebola.
What?
All right, let me answer that question. Let me answer that question as thoroughly and as truthfully as I can. Unfortunately, Ebola is the deadliest virus known to mankind. Mortality rate is 90%, and the rate of progression of the disease is extremely rapid. Death generally follows the original infection by less than 2 weeks. We first saw this in Zaire in 1976. It came on mysteriously and killed thousands and then disappeared just as mysteriously. Unfortunately, there is no immunization, and there is no treatment.
So how are we supposed to protect ourselves and our personnel?
Ladies and gentlemen, please. We're giving you the cold, hard facts because we need you. We need your help, so please, just listen.
Thank you, Dr. Holloway.
Excuse me,
All right,
please.
there are some steps.
Excuse me, my name
There are some steps
my
we
name
can
is Edna Hopper, and I was Dr. Kaprinsky's secretary.
I was constantly in contact with him during his last days when he was bleeding from his eyes and his nose.
We want to test you. You're going to have to be tested. And we're isolating the hospital, and no one who's had any unprotected contact with any of the patients will be allowed to leave.
You're telling me I'm going to die, aren't you? I'm infected, aren't I?
Now, there's no reason to panic. As we have seen, the virus has not moved beyond the original cases in Los Angeles, so we can assume that it will follow a similar course here in St. Louis.
Hopper, I'm Dr. Blumenthal from the Centers for Disease Control.
I'm going to die, aren't I?
No, that's not true. You're just going to be quarantined for a little while, that's all. Look, I know you're scared. I am, too. Just try and calm down, okay? Maybe you can help us. I need to ask you a couple of questions. When I examined Dr. Kaprinsky, I found a round welt on his shoulder. Do you have any idea where that came from?
No.
I also found a wound on his head.
A wound?
Yes, an abrasion, a deep one under his hair.
He was mugged 2 weeks ago. What does that have to do with anything now? He's dead.
Dr. Blumenthal.
Yes.
Please.
Tad will need a sample from the tissue of the St. Louis victim. I want you to go to pathology, seal it, and I want you to take it to Atlanta.
You're sending me away again, Dr. Holloway. I have got work to do here.
Look, you'll be grateful. You can get out of here.
Look, with all due respect,
Just do it!
You two keep your voices down. The last thing I need now is to have my team appear divided. Marissa, I can't afford to have this stuff traveling around the country unescorted. Not once we think it's Ebola.
Welcome back. Sorry I couldn't meet your flight. I was in surgery.
Well, that's all right. I had to come by the lab anyway. Look, Ralph, there's something really strange going on here.
What's that?
Well, the two initial patients were both mugged exactly 7 days before they came down with the virus.
So?
So don't you think that's a little odd?
Coincidence?
Maybe, but there's more. Each of the patients had the same type of welt that was not associated with the virus.
What are you saying, Marissa?
I don't know. I just can't get it out of my mind.
Dr. Harbuck to OR. Dr.
Listen, they're calling me back to surgery. I'll see you later at your place, okay?
Okay. Hey, want me to make dinner for us tonight?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Miss you.
You too.
Marissa,
Yeah?
come over here.
What?
Compare the left column, the right column, and the center column.
Identical.
That's complete genetic homology.
Would you speak English?
All right, the left column, that's the Ebola virus in L.A. The second one, the virus in St. Louis. Now look at the third.
Yeah?
That's the Ebola virus in Zaire, 1976.
Identical?
Exactly.
How is that possible?
It isn't possible, because when the virus broke out in Zaire, it also broke out a few weeks later, about 850 kilometers away. It had already mutated in those few days. And now here we are, decades later, thousands of miles away, and we come up with the exact same virus?
Ted, how would the same strain get into two separate locations?
I don't know. I mean, we don't know a lot about this bug. We know a little bit about the pathogenicity. Like, it only takes a couple of organisms to enter into the host before the body gets the disease.
You know, there's a strange coincidence.
What?
A welt. Like what you get when you get shot with an inoculation gun?
Yeah, so?
So what if someone shot this stuff into these people on purpose?
What the hell are you talking about? You're crazy.
But how would the exact same Zaire virus get into all of these people?
I don't know. But I'm sure not going to reach the conclusion that there's a mad virus bomber out there. I mean, why would they do that? For what purpose?
Well, then you explain it.
Give me 10 minutes.
Tad, it's not impossible.
Yes, it is. You do not just walk into a drugstore and walk out with a class 4 virus.
Okay. So who has it? Well, it's about time. Are you sure you want to be so close to me?
I want to be even closer.
Come in then. Come in.
Dr. Blumenthal, our Ebola scare seems to be contained. After 4 days, we've had no new cases in L.A., St. Louis, or anywhere.
Do you really think that it's safe to say that it's contained?
So, I've decided to transfer you from the Department of Virology to the Department of Bacteriology.
Why?
I think that's best.
I see what you're up to, Dr. Holloway, and I think that it is morally wrong.
Morally wrong?
Yes. I know you think because I'm dating Ralph Harbuck that I'm receiving special treatment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My personal affairs have nothing to do with my career. Do you understand?
Dr. Blumenthal, I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes, you do. I'm going to run this by Dr. Dubček and see what he has to say about it.
That's fine, but before you go, may I please have your entry card to the Max Lab? You won't be needing it anymore.
Yes, Dr. Holloway, you can have it. Just so that I can have the pleasure of watching you give it back to me. Excuse me. Dr. Dubček, may I speak to you for a moment?
Come due to a department meeting. Armand, you want to go on ahead?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll finish that at the meeting.
I was just transferred by Dr. Holloway.
Yeah, Congressman Markham's demanded a streamlining of the virology department. You're just one of the transfers.
Congressman Markham, that makes no sense.
It makes a world of sense. The man controls our appropriations.
Also, he tells you how to run the CDC?
Transfer's effective immediately. Dr. Blumenthal.
This is ridiculous, Ralph.
It's not ridiculous. Things like this happen in government-funded programs.
They are lying. Can't you see that?
Why would they lie?
I don't know why.
Listen, Holloway doesn't need an excuse to transfer you.
Something fishy is going on here.
You know what I think? I think that you have to work on being a team player.
Do not preach to me about being a team player.
I didn't think I was being preachy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry that this has happened. Listen, we'll talk it over tonight at dinner.
Yeah.
Marissa, do you have any idea what this sounds like? I'm not going along with this. You're certifiably nuts.
I'm not nuts. This is serious, Tad.
Okay, you want to see serious? This. Serious.
Another outbreak?
Yeah, Philadelphia, today. The samples came back 3 hours ago.
And they're the same strain, aren't they?
Yes, but...
But what? How can you deny what I'm saying now? I mean, how does one strain of virus make it across 2,000 miles, Tad? This isn't my stupid little theory anymore. But you saw the list. In fact, you found a doctor who was fired by the CDC.
And where did you get a list of Congressman Markham's contributors?
The Federal Elections Commission in Washington.
The Federal... What the hell is that?
It's a place that has these kinds of records.
And you just called them up and said, fax me a list, and they faxed you a list?
Yes, exactly.
That's pretty clever.
So don't you think that it's a little strange that this doctor who used to have access to the Max Lab, what's his name?
Zola Blicker?
Was fired from the CDC and is one of the largest contributors to Congressman Markham?
Well, so's Dubček and so's Holloway.
And both of them have access to the Max Lab.
Oh, now we're talking about a massive conspiracy of people that have access to the Max Lab.
Maybe.
Did you ask Dr. Ralph? He knows everybody.
Yes, I did.
And what did he say?
That I should be a team player.
Ah, the Great White Knight speaks. Well, it still doesn't prove anything.
No, alone, maybe not. But you take this and you put it alongside the impossibility that all of these outbreaks came from one strain of virus. One strain that's sitting in some cheap freezer with a $2 padlock on it, and maybe we've got something.
Dr. Shockley. Count me out.
Yes.
Well, I'm not really sure because we haven't gotten the results back. They went in yesterday morning. Did you check with Swede? Check again. Well, do you have his phone number? You can beat. Ask Carol. She probably got it. Yes. Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to have the test results for about another 48 hours. So I'll call you then, okay? All right, thank you. Marissa.
Ted, come here.
You want to tell me what the hell's going on? You won't talk to me on the phone. You take my access card. You walk into a maximum security lab and walk out with what vial of one of the deadliest viruses on the planet?
I didn't take anything. It was already gone.
Well, guess what, Marissa? They think you stole it. Did you?
No, I did. You know what? Maybe the guy who attacked me in the lab did.
The guy who attacked you?
I don't know. I couldn't see his face.
Are you serious? You were attacked? Are you all right?
The important thing is why somebody would want to steal a vial of the Ebola virus.
I mean, you can't just walk around with the stuff in your pocket. Some would eventually get out. It's got to be frozen and kept in some kind of maximum security containment center.
Well, who has them?
What?
Max Labs.
We do. And the Army. And don't look at me like that. The Army is not in on this.
That congressman is.
You don't know that. I'm not buying this. Look, maybe, just maybe, you can convince me that there is some nut out there that has stolen this and is spreading it around. But I refuse to believe that there's some sort of government conspiracy.
Oh. Maybe someone had one built.
It's impossible. It takes a very specific expertise to build one of those. I mean, there's special equipment involved, and the filters alone...
Who makes them?
What?
The special air filters.
ATPA filters? Cartwright Engineering, South Bend, Indiana.
Do you have some quarters?
What do you need quarters for?
Then need to make some phone calls.
Well, why don't you use the phone in the room?
Because for all I know, Cartwright Engineering could be in on this. This is Cartwright Engineering. Okay, could I please speak to somebody else? Yes, thank you. Hello? I'm calling from the Centers for Disease Control. Yes, we have a bit of an emergency here. Could you tell me who else has ordered your HEPA filters in the last year? Are you sure? Only one in the country, except for the CDC. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, bye-bye. Learned Labs Incorporated, Grayson, Georgia.
Never heard of it.
So what would a small business that you, an expert on Max Labs, has never heard of, be doing with one?
I don't know. You tell me.
Storing the world's most deadly virus.
Why?
I don't know, but I know how to find out.
How?
Learned Labs Incorporated. That means stockholders. That means public records.
Marissa. Look, we may not just be talking about your medical career anymore. We may be talking about your life. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Give him a call.
Okay, great.
So we can pick it up anytime. Can we get it?
Yeah, why don't you do that for me?
Okay. Dr. Ralph Harvard, please. Excuse me, I'm expecting a Dr. Harbuck. Has he called?
Not as yet. If he calls, who should I say is asking?
Oh, Dr. Bloom. Dr. Bloom.
Bloom?
Yes, thank you.
Let me have the police.
Can I get you anything?
Thank you.
Okay.
You're in a lot of trouble. You should go to the police.
Forget the police. Whoever stole this virus has got it in a Max lab in a small town called Grayson. Grayson, Georgia. Something called Learned Labs Incorporated.
How do you know that?
Because I called the people who make the filters for the Max Labs, and they told me about this company, Learned Labs, who built a Max Lab this year. Look, got a list of the stockholders for Learned Labs. Got it from the courthouse.
Can I get you anything? Okay.
check this out. The stockholders list, Congressman Markham's contributors.
What am I looking at?
Look how many names match. Every stockholder is a Markham contributor.
This list contains the cream of the medical crop of Georgia. One of my partners is here, Dr. Fleming. You met him at my party.
And the cream of the crop is holding a virus that could kill every man, woman, and child in America. Ralph, I was attacked last night, and the police are after me.
We should gather this information and take it to the police.
No. No, I can't take this to the police. They'd arrest me. They'd stick me in some kind of an institution. I've got to get some proof. I gotta go.
Be careful.
Dr. Harbuck, keep your hands where we can see them.
Can I help you?
Where's Dr. Marissa Blumenthal?
I have no idea.
Where's she staying?
I don't know.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Calm down.
No. You've got to put this in the Max lab immediately.
What is it?
It's an inoculation gun with the Ebola virus in it. Somebody tried to kill me with
What?
it.
All right, this has gotten out of hand, Marissa.
No. It's the only proof that I have. It's the only thing that proves that I haven't been making this up.
We have to go to the police.
No, we can't. They think that I'm the one who's spreading this virus.
It's already here.
What?
The virus is in Atlanta.
What are you talking about?
I got a call from the Mapleton Clinic less than an hour ago.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Well, how are we going to stop this?
In Zaire, if you got the disease, you went into a hut. If you came out a couple days later, you were well. If you didn't, your family burned down the hut, and they moved away.
So how are we going to burn our huts?
Marissa! It's me. She was just here. I think she's on her way to the Mapleton Clinic.
This is WXIT Atlanta. We are awaiting a statement from the Centers for Disease Control.
Health officials continue to urge the people of Atlanta to remain calm. The Mapleton Clinic has reported that the entire facility will be placed under quarantine. This is a catastrophe! It's ridiculous!
Situation, okay? Back up, will you know? Quarantine, lady. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out.
I'm with the CDC.
Okay, you can go in. If you're crazy enough to want to, but once you're in, you stay in.
Dr. Holloway gets copies of all your books. Now walk it. He died about 2 a.m. this morning. Classic symptoms, beginning with severe headaches, chills, fever.
I'll see. Sorry.
I'm from the CDC.
Listen, I'll call you right back, okay?
What is it with you people? You're in and out of here all day long. I suppose you want to see the body, too.
How many dead now?
Plague, last count 34.
Do you know which one is the initial patient?
Suit up.
Do you have any aspirin?
Headache?
Splitting.
Chills, fever. You know those are the first symptoms. Over by the back wall. Yeah. No, that's not the one to your right. Yeah, that's the one. You gonna be long? All right, I'll tell Holloway you're here.
No, that's really not necessary.
He just wanted me to let him know if anyone else examined the body. It's okay. Go ahead. I'll be back.
Dr. Holloway, report to pathology, stat. Dr. Holloway, report to pathology, stat.
She went into the cold room.
Did you see her name tag?
No. Dr. Holloway, there's been at least 50 CDC doctors come through here today, and I stopped looking at name tags.
Go in.
All right. She's gone.
You said she was here.
She was 2 minutes ago.
Well, she's not here now.
Well, what'd she do anyway?
She stole a vial of the most deadly virus known to man. So you help me find her.
Wow.
Frank, is that you down there?
Hey, how you doing?
All clear on 3?
Yeah, 3's clear.
Good.
Yeah. Laundry, every place. All right, let's go. Look in every corner.
Yeah, this is Daniel. Everything seems to be clear here. I'm going to check the lower storeroom.
Look, this is our third time around the block. You sure this is where you want to be? 875 Atlanta Avenue?
Yeah, I'm sure.
17, call in, please. 17, call in. 22, you've got to pick up 1417 West 5th Street. 1417 West 5th Street. 791, copy. Pick up at Peachtree in Maine.
This is 791 copy. I'm at my destination, 2 minutes away from that location.
You gotta do me a favor. It's an emergency.
Hey, hold on. What's going on? What's going on?
Jack Flamin, heart attack. Let's get up there.
No, nobody
immediately.
called me. Anybody called? Nobody called
I'm
me.
his cardiologist. Let's go. There's no time to waste.
Come on, we gotta go.
Come on.
Move.
Let's go. Get the elevator. Don't let anyone up.
Yes?
Mr. Clayman?
That's right.
Can we get you to sit down, please, sir?
What are you doing?
Just relax, Mr. Clayman.
What the hell's going on here?
Please, sir. Mr. Clayman, we need to take your pulse and vital signs.
What's going on here?
Didn't you report a heart attack?
Of course not.
But your doctor...
A doctor? Well, I know you. You're...
Dr. Marissa Blumenthal.
Gentlemen, there's obviously been a mistake here. My doctor misinterpreted something I said. As you can see, I'm fine.
You're sure?
I'm a physician. I didn't know if I were suffering a coronary.
There's obviously been a big mistake. And it's entirely my fault. I'm sorry. I'll just stick around a little while to make sure he's okay.
Thank you.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Thought you'd recognize my name.
What is this charade?
Well, I didn't think by ringing the bell I'd get through the door.
I would call the police, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now.
Why are you spreading a deadly disease across this country?
That is a lie.
Is it? And I know how you're doing it. You, Dr. Pearson, Dr. Kelly from California, Dr. Kaplan from Texas. Shall I go on? I know what you've done, Clayman. Every clinic that this has hit has been an HMO. So what? You prove them to be unsafe, and then you've got the whole ball game back in your park? Is that right?
You don't know what you're saying.
Don't I? You would be directly responsible for the deaths of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of innocent people.
Innocent people? We have the best doctors in the world here. We have the best facilities. Yet we're shutting them down. Why? Because they say every bum on the street is entitled to care. They say every immigrant, legal or not, is entitled to care. The whole world is laughing at us. They're crying for themselves because their savior, our system, our doctors, our hospitals, our schools are closing down.
You're crazy.
The HMOs are not the salvation of modern medicine. They're the destruction of it. They hire cheap doctors to dispense cheap medicine. We had the best, the very best. And we're letting it go.
And you weren't about to stand by and watch that happen, now were you?
Never.
So you just set the most deadly virus known to man loose on the American people?
Get out! Now!
Marissa.
Jack Clayman said he just killed himself. Don't. I could be contaminated.
What makes you think you've got it?
I've been exposed. More than once. And the first symptom is a headache, and mine's killing me.
When did the headache start?
Yesterday.
You have a rash by now. I examined you. You have no rash. I'll get you some dry clothes.
So I have to go to the police. They're not going to believe this wild story without some kind of a confession or some collaboration.
You'll have to think out your story very carefully before you go to the police.
I can't do that. They're going to think that I did it.
Well, you're in no shape to make a decision tonight. I think you need a good night's rest. We'll figure out what to do tomorrow.
I can't sleep.
I'll get you something to help you sleep. They will have found him by now, so there's nothing more we can do tonight. Here.
Tobadine?
Yeah.
Thanks. I want to take a hot shower.
I'll be downstairs if you need me. Keep your voice down. She's upstairs asleep.
My God. She killed him?
Oh, he confessed and then he killed himself.
Confessed? About us?
Do you think she would have come here if she knew I was involved?
It's gotten way out of control. That woman's a loose cannon. She is supposed to be taken care of. First at the Max lab, then at the motel. Now I'm going to have to do it myself.
Are you insane? I wouldn't let Clayman kill her. You think I'm going to let you kill her?
If she lives, you go to jail for mass murder. You love her that much? Don't worry. It'll be real quick. She won't feel a thing.
Will you put that away and go home? I'll take care of her.
Dad, it's Marissa. I'm at Ralph's. Help me. Dad, help me.
Marissa!
Marissa? Marissa? Now listen to me. I won't hurt you. I'm not a murderer, Marissa. We just wanted to scare people back into their senses. We couldn't stand there and watch this country destroy itself.
We're not killers, we're doctors. It got out of hand, that's all. I love you. I'm not trying to hurt you. No! No! We can't let her destroy us! In there! What do we got here? Marissa! Back up. Marissa!
Got a gun. Hold up there. Got the gun. Get away from her!
I was just trying to protect you. I wouldn't hurt you. I love you. You love me.
Not yet, but maybe soon.
Hiya, stranger.
Hi.
We miss you around here.
Missed you too.
Marissa. I feel so stupid. I'm the idiot that told Dubček you were at the Mapleton Clinic. But there was no way I could know
Ted,
at the time.
It's okay. It's all right.
Come here, I want to show you something.
What?
I want to say some things here. First of all, we dodged the bullet. The containment worked, and the virus seems to have disappeared as mysteriously as it did in Zaire in '76. But, were it not for the efforts of Dr. Marissa Blumenthal, who knows what might have happened. You were truly heroic. not been a very good judge of character lately, but I very badly misjudged you, and I apologize.
Thank you.
You know, you once said you wanted to see my face when I gave this back to you. Well, the new head of the CDC wants you to use this for many years to come.
Thanks.
Right.
Champagne and cake for the lady.